Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another deep dive. Today we have some really cool stuff to dig into. I think this will be a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one too.
So big shout out to Iceni, by the way.
Yeah.
I always start these off by thanking the people that, give us the material, right?
Right.
And I really think Iceni's notes this time are like especially intriguing.
I agree.
Um, and before I forget, guys, please like, subscribe, share, the drill.
All that good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does help the channel. Helps us do more of these things.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So let's get into it. Iceni's notes talk about escaping something they call a dungeon program. Kind of a weird
Yeah.
phrase, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What do you think they mean by that?
Well, I don't know, but I'm kind of getting this image of, like being trapped by your own like habits and routines. You know what I mean? Like you build this system around yourself and then,
Yeah, it's like a prison that you've created for yourself without even realizing it sometimes, right?
yeah, it's almost like you're walking the same trail every day.
Yeah.
It's comfortable, it's familiar, but maybe there's a way more awesome view just off the path that you're missing because you're so used to just going the same way.
That's a great analogy. And they even use this phrase like break the pattern, which, I mean, when you first hear that, it sounds a little bit, extreme,
Yeah, a little bit.
right? But I don't think it has to be.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Obviously, routines are important. Like they give us structure and they save us energy because we don't have to like make a million decisions every day.
Absolutely. We'd be exhausted.
Yeah, exactly. But when do they become like more of a cage than you know, a helpful thing? How do we know when it's time to break out?
Right. Well, that's the tough question, isn't it? Like, how do you recognize that a pattern that might have been serving you at one point is now actually holding you back?
Yeah, and it makes me think too about something else Iceni wrote about the past, right?
Oh.
Like how sometimes we get stuck in the past in a good or a bad way. Like maybe you had some big success early on and you're still trying to like chase that same high or the opposite. You're so afraid to fail again because of something that happened years ago.
Yeah, you're constantly looking in the rearview mirror instead of focusing on the road ahead.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in those movies where, the character is still so messed up about something from their childhood that they can't have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
They keep making the same mistakes over and over again.
It's like they're trapped in a time loop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Iceni is getting at with this whole dungeon program idea. Like we can build these prisons out of our past experiences, both good and bad.
Yeah, and the key is to recognize those patterns. And I don't think they're saying erase the past,
Right.
but I think they're more saying like, hey, acknowledge it, learn from it, but don't let it define you. Don't let it be the only story you tell.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? How do we break free from these self-made prisons and write some new chapters?
I'm glad you asked that. Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times it's actually easier than we think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It might be something as small as just like changing up your routine a little bit.
Yeah, like what kind of things do you do?
Well, for me personally, I used to always go to the same coffee shop every morning. Same order, same barista. I knew exactly what to expect. And it was comfortable.
Like your safe space.
Exactly. But then one day I decided to try a different place, just a block over. And you know what? It completely changed my morning. I ended up meeting someone really interesting. We had a great conversation, and it totally shifted my perspective for the rest of the day.
So you're saying that even a small change can have like a ripple effect?
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be a big dramatic change either.
Yeah.
Maybe you start taking a different route to work, or you finally sign up for that class you've been talking about.
Yeah, or you just say yes to something that normally you would say no to.
Exactly. The point is to just shake things up a little bit, disrupt those automatic patterns that you've gotten into. And you might be surprised at what you discover. So, to sum it up, it's about recognizing the patterns in our lives, especially the ones that are holding us back, and then making a conscious effort to break free.
Exactly. And here's a final thought for everyone listening. Think about what your dungeon program is. What's that one little thing that you could do differently today that might just open up a whole new world of possibilities for you?
It's kind of like Iceni is challenging us to become explorers in our own lives, right?
Absolutely.
That's a really cool way to put it. Guys, let us know what you think. Share your own experiences with breaking patterns in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and share this deep dive with your friends.
We appreciate you listening.
Until next time, happy exploring.
See ya.
Bye.